What's up, guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is Gaming Snorlax, and I'm coming at you with a first look at the game called Season, A Letter to the Future. Um, I don't know too much about this game, and I kind of did that on purpose. I saw the announcement trailer at I believe it was a PlayStation Direct, and just it looked really cool, and I just really wanted to showcase it on my channel. I really into indies lately. I just completed a full playthrough of South of the Circle. If you want to check that out on my channel, super good game. I also play a little bit of Edna and Harvey. I did a full playthrough of The Park, which is kind of a narrative-based horror game with some jump scares and just a really good story. And so I'm really hoping that this game actually has that, that narrative-driven based story that I've been loving so much lately in all my gameplays. Um, yeah, this game just got released this year. It looks really good, and I'm really hoping that um, the game is awesome. So without further ado, let's get into it. Let's see. Let's just looks like this walking around. I'm sure there'll be a tutorial, and there's a bike. Of course, I'm gonna ring that bell. All right. Good to know. Settings. Let's see. Try that just a little bit. Let's see. Big. Cool. All right. If you're ready to get into it, let's do it. This is Season. So excited. I love playing new games, especially when I go in blind. My dad had a lamp just like that, the green lamp. Has a little chain pulley.
Who are you? I don't know, but I'm writing to you anyway. Where are you? How far in the future? Where'd you find my journal? I may never know, but you can know me from what I put down on these pages. I come from a little village in the mountains. No one has left here since before I was born. But our lives changed overnight. Just a few days ago when my best friend had a prophetic dream. A vision that the elder said means this season is going to end soon. The world is about to enter a new era. A great change is coming. Everyone was afraid. I was surrounded by questions and I began to feel how little I know. What is this season that is about to end, and why is it ending? What exactly is out there that could turn the world inside out? If there are still voices singing and laughing in the wilderness, I could record them before they're gone. I also thought of my dad, who always wanted to see the outside world but never did. So, I asked if I could leave. The elder had one condition for letting me go. That I take what I collect to the museum vault, a palace of art and memory at the edge of the earth. She says it's the only place safe from the turmoil of a changing season. I hope that's where you're reading this now. I can't stop the change that is coming, but this time on Earth could live on in these pages. What it looks like, sounds like, how it feels to be alive right now. I'm writing to you at the crack of dawn on the morning I leave home. I can smell breakfast cooking in the other room, and I can hear my mom's voice.
Cool. So it literally is someone finding my information sometime in the future, and they're learning all about what happened. Let's see. Past seasons, Village of the Future, Village of the Mountains, Patty's Dream. This season's going to end. Dad, the museum vault. The morning I leave home. Got it. Okay. So we're gonna write it as we go along. Do. Must be Dad. Friend had the prophetic dream. Season. Modernity. Golden season of the war. Season I was born into the Great War, which lasted 10 years. A season of cultural changes. Oh. Cool. I also love that it's a female, the protagonist. Yeah.
3, 2,
Uh-oh.
1. Hooray! Mr. Lotto's here.
Score, Mr. Lotto. Catalog of Strangers, fearsome tales for blasé children. A catalog of strangers is an introduction to more frightful aspects of the world. A reasonable amount of fear and fun make for prudent children. Okay, let's see. So I got that one, that one. I'm gonna look at the bed. No, bed.
My bag and Dad's camera, ready for the great departure.
What does it say? Hope you like him more than you would have liked a fish. Pate. What does it say? Wandering Tale Festival. Oh, I can just do that. Haha! I'm trying to read it. I'm like, I can't see it. Origami. Folded by Pate. It's too funny. I don't know if any of you guys who are listening and watching, are into Dungeons and Dragons, but there's a character in the newest season of Critical Role named Pate, that makes me, which is actually a puppet by one of the main characters. It's pretty funny. Let's see. Oh, that's cool. Dolly Dolly Billy Owl. The owl spreads her wings over prosperity. The builder of 10 poems. Prismatic treasury. Interesting. Okay. I think it's time to... Oh, no. One more thing. Right, life in the plaza... 801? I wonder if that's the year. Went out for a climb, be back this evening. Dead. Oh. Okay. Trying to go find Ma.
The burner's on the table, ready to make a pendant. Mom is cooking sweet bark soup. She got out some old tapes.
You're up. What are you doing standing there? Time to get going. It's gonna be a beautiful morning. I'm making progress. I found the burner, camera, recorder, travel bag. Breakfast is in progress. Still gotta make a pendant. We haven't used this in so long. Good thing I saved the instructions. Just as you would use a shield to protect your body, an identity pendant protects your mind. Your thoughts, memories, everything that makes you, you. We don't wear them here in the village anymore, but if you're going into the outside world, I'll feel better when you've got a pendant shielding you. Diseases of the mind, like the dream sickness. We don't know what caused it. We heard people suddenly fell into an eternal sleep. These were years of wild rumors, and half of them turned out to be true. In times of war, a pendant can be used to identify a body. Let's skip that part. Objects have two layers, the physical and the mental. The pendant needs to absorb both. 1. Collect a sentimental object for each sense: sound, smell, feel, sight, taste. 2. Feel the sense and speak aloud a memory of the object. 3. Feed the object into the burner. The memory will leave the speaker as it is transferred to the pendant. That means I'll forget the memory after I say it.
Really?
It's supposed to be painless. At least. No, you must remember everything. That's your role. The pendant needs this little sacrifice. I want to be sure it works. Don't be afraid. A few memories is a small price to pay for knowing you'll be safe. Okay, so this old tape should work for our sense of sound. I remember you and I fell asleep listening to this tape. Your dad came home. We all rested together until it got dark. What an odd feeling. Like an absence, disappearing. The empty space fills itself back in until I forget that I forgot anything at all.
Weird.
I'm glad I'm only losing a few memories. If I lost too many, I wouldn't even know who you are. You should pick the rest of the objects. I'll lose the memories, but you'll have them in a pendant forever. So they should be important to you. They should be parts of your identity you want to be sure to protect. So think about what these items and what the memories would preserve about you. Let's do smell next. Find an object with a strong odor, and that holds a piece of you.
Really? Can't get bark soup.
Granite, seaside, darkness. This speaks to how my mom loves me.
What did you choose for smell? Let's breathe in deep. Oh, I remember it so well. It's not as bad now, but in the old days, not many children lived long enough to grow up. We believed if a child could make it to the age of 9, they'd be all right. This print was made of your hand when you turned 9. Your father and I couldn't believe we really had a healthy girl. An old deep fear inside of me finally went away, and we saw you would just keep growing and growing, that everything was going to be okay. Now touch. Pick something with a texture you like.
Wax, soft, ancient wall. I was loved by people I have no memory of.
Let's do it.
So what did you end up choosing? Okay, feel the candle. This kind of candle keeps someone alive for the time it takes to burn. Just a few hours when death is nearby. It can be enough for last rites, last words. This was Grandma's candle. She didn't want to use it. You spent a lot of time with her when you were a baby. I realized she wouldn't live long enough for you to remember her, or for her to see you grow up and discover what kind of person you'd be. So in a way, you don't know her, and she didn't know you. And yet, she loved you. I don't know where love goes, but it belongs to you anyway. I'm fine. Let's do sight next. Pick something that looks nice.
She's losing all their memories of her kid.
Dried mountain flowers. Nothing is ever lost.
So, what did you end up choosing? Your dad used to bring these flowers home from his climbs. They only grow high up in the mountains. He was a great climber. He even found us a new source of water. I hoped after he would climb less, maybe even retire, but he always wanted to explore, and the only direction to go was up. Maybe the Elder is letting you leave out of guilt for what happened to your dad. If someone has the energy to leave, it needs to go somewhere. He fell into the Fitz ravine. We never found his body. But doesn't he rest with us at night? Doesn't he appear in our dreams? How can such a human being depart this earth without leaving behind a trace? A trace as strong as the flowers would still have their scent. Darling, I don't want to lose this one. I can't lose this one. Can we put the flowers back, please? Thank you.
So let's see.
Brown, glass, ochre, parchment. I always wanted to experience new things.
The old-fashioned brewed ginger beer. Body ace conjunction blocked. Condition blocked nasal cavity, hot ears, upside down stomach disorder, flight of fancy, dorsal inflammation, dorsal, spastic melancholia, loud dreams, pond foot, wandering tingles, moonburn, and birthdays. What the? No guarantee applies. Nothing in life is guaranteed, really.
So, what did you end up choosing? This ginger drink has been in our family for generations. And you, as soon as you were old enough to talk, you said, let's drink it. It's hundreds of years old. Like you already wanted to experience something different. Well, we all had one horrible sip. But boy, we laughed. What would we do without you? What will we do without you? For taste, we can eat breakfast and feed some to the burner.
I like the art style a lot.
The memory I'll lose is the one we're forming right now. I want you to have it forever.
And now you have third-degree burns in your mouth.
Standing here, you're having a last taste of home. Now you're protected by lost memories. A gem of home around your neck. This is my only condition for letting you go. You must promise me never to take the pendant off.
Never
and
ever.
never tamper with it. Okay? Then I'm okay with you leaving. I think your camera and bag are still in your room. It's time to gather them up.
I have a feeling that's going to come into play, whether I take it off or tamper with it.
I've lost so much. How could the world ask me to lose you too? Look at us. There we are. There we were. We'll always be right here on this beautiful morning.
I just performed a ritual with my mom. The moment has passed, but I'll record it in these pages for you, for the future. I never knew when my mom would share a memory of Dad while cooking, on a walk, with no warning. It knocked the wind out of me. Rituals take this grief and give it a shape and a story. Filling in this journal is a ritual too, but for a loss that hasn't hit us yet. I've brought tools to record the sights and sounds of this season. I'll start by recording the only place I've ever known. Public sleep music is a tradition of ours here. When the music ends, the village will begin to wake up. We have plenty of fresh water here. I wonder if it's more scarce in the outside world. Last night there was a goodbye party here in the plaza. Everyone was so afraid for me. To understand that fear, to understand where I grew up, you have to know the man standing watch over the plaza, Dr. Fumio.
Let's see. Let's see.
Last night, my friends wrote down their hopes for my trip and tied them to the branches of this tree. Remembering everything must be painful. Dr. Fumio brought peace to so many people here. Dr. Fumio and his son founded Cairo back in 776. They live on through our traditions. There are 3 murals celebrating Dr. Fumio's work. This is Dr. Fumio and his son. The statue isn't as old as it looks. The artist wore it down to give it a feeling of ancientness and the authority that comes with it. A village that was created as a place to heal. Is that where my instinct to try to help comes from? It's so strange to imagine I'll be shaped by places and people I haven't met yet. So strange to imagine that I might feel at home somewhere else. Pate loves fish, even though nobody here has ever seen one. Smells like an old man's toes dipped in cinnamon.
Hmm.
I had to drink this gross potion last night. Like my pendant, it's supposed to protect my brain. This is a healing instrument created by Dr. Fumio. It draws on the pure mountain air. There's something eerie about an instrument that plays itself. But wind chimes aren't eerie. I think the self-playing instrument needs to imply the presence of a person who isn't there, like this one does, to be properly eerie. Dr. Fumio said the dream sickness was caused by something very powerful. He wasn't able to cure it.
There we go. I was like, why is this not working? What is that? Ert.
Pate's little daydream of leaving this place, of seeing something weird. This is the cafe where my dad used to read his poems. He wrote one for me. Maybe he wrote it for you too.
What am I missing? There's a Muriel somewhere. Let's find Mr. Muriel. Aha, found it. Meow.
The elder sought out Dr. Fumio to cure her mother, who was suffering from time misperception. Dr. Fumio was an important person, but we also just have a need to put a human face on events that are beyond our control. He may have felt just as scared and helpless as everyone else.
Stamp the conclusions unlocked.
The ruins in the distance were used to make us afraid of the outside world. Dangerous and impossible to reach, they said. I go fishing here with my best friend Pate, even though there's nothing to catch. We both appreciate the silence. Kero Village was founded during the modernity. Much later, Dr. Fumio arrived and remade it in his image. I've always wondered what's on the other side of this gate. Today, I'll find out. This flower means you're in my thoughts. The morning after the search was called off for Dad, our doorstep was covered in them.
This game is so captivating. Like, I just want to hear her talk about the world that they are currently living in. It's like, it's wild. I love it. Something's making noise.
A drip, just as slow, reliable, and oddly satisfying as life itself in this little village.
Yeah, let's do it.
Is it recording?
Yes.
Okay. How to leave home for my daughter. Find a sacred square of earth. Lay down so you have the dirt at your back. close your eyes. Close everything. Do you see for yourself? You see for the dead, for the unborn. Do you listen for yourself? You listen for the dead, for the unborn. Your ancestors are in that dirt. All the living and all the dead are holding you up. Now, stand. They're still there, aren't they? It's time to move, to entangle yourself everywhere with everyone. So the next time you lay down in the dirt, you will have so much more to tell them.
All right, let's. Peruse the shop first before I grab une bicyclette.
I hold a photograph of everyone I've ever known. I hold it tight. Pate fixed up 3 bikes instead of 1.
Okay. Yellow. My favorite color. Gotta pick the best. Ah. Big one, Big Rosa.
From the village, these cranes look like little creatures, grazing. I had no idea how huge they are. Big one. I feel nourished in these sights by the unfamiliarity of it all. These means of connection, long in disuse, are certainly telling me something about the world. Will they be used again in the next season? Most of what I've seen from the outside world probably arrived in a cart like this. This building is made from the same kind of materials as my village. It must have been built around the same time.
Well, guys, I think I'm going to leave it right there. So, what do you think? I'm really enjoying. I'm really enjoying it. I like the recording and the photographing, and then the stories is being told as I take, and then leaving everything. I'm so captivated by it. I really hope that you're enjoying what I'm seeing. If you enjoy what you're seeing, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And if you want to continue seeing stuff from me, Game of Snorlax, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you want to, you can even ding that little bell, and I let you know whenever I post some new stuff. I got some new stuff coming down the pipeline, which I'm really excited to showcase for you guys. So with that said, this is Game of Snorlax. I'll catch you on the next one.